Okay.
All right, you ready?
I guess so.
You ready for your close-up?
Yes.
Okay, so we are finally sitting down and doing that Q&A. And oh my goodness, y'all, like for real. So first, I know that we're not going to get to all of these. So we will get through as many as we can before a kid screams and needs us. We're doing this during nap time. So I apologize to anybody that we do not answer your question. Just hit us up next time. All right, you ready?
Sure.
Do you want to guess what the number one question is that we were asked?
You have them ranked?
No, well, like, it was asked
How old
multiple
we are.
times. Actually, we were asked that. But no,
Boom.
what was the number one question that people were asking?
How old we are? That's one of the
Okay,
questions.
no, that's not it.
Okay. I have no clue.
You can't guess.
Are we having another one?
Yes. So we will get to that. Are we going to have any more kids? Like, that's the number one question.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to have any more kids? Let's just do that one.
I don't know, are we?
I don't know. Are we? And that's how our discussion goes. So honestly, we don't know.
9 months later.
Yeah, 9 months later. Exactly. That's usually what happens. Okay, so we don't know yet. We're kind of at the point of praying about it, which is kind of what we do, honestly, after every baby. And just we do what we feel like the Lord is leading us. And right now, I don't know that we really have a direction.
We feel done, but
Yeah, we kind of feel done.
in the early baby stages, I think we always kind of felt
Right.
that way. So,
Especially now with Camden, like it's been a lot. So, I don't know, we'll see.
we'll see.
Yep, only time will tell.
Keep watching for our update.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so we got that question out of the way. So the next question is, how do you budget for the holidays with such a large family? Gifts and activities add up quick. They sure do. So we honestly, typically what we do is each year when we get our income tax, we put it in savings. And that carries us throughout the year, whether it's for holidays, the kids need something throughout the year. And if we don't happen to have the extra money for it, like braces or whatever. And
We
that's,
also try to find activities
I was going
at
to say,
churches
yeah.
and stuff that don't cost anything.
Yeah, I was going to say financially, that's how we cover it. Like we aren't big spenders in the sake of, oh, we got this extra money. Let's get a new TV. Let's go buy a bike. Like we're just not big spenders in that aspect. We usually throw it in savings because we know something is going to come up and we're going to need that money. Yeah. But like you said, the activities usually that we do are free or inexpensive.
Yeah.
Like last night we did like a Christmas event thing at a small
We
town.
didn't spend anything.
Yeah, we didn't spend anything there.
I mean, we brought snacks and
Yeah,
stuff.
I was gonna say we pack food. We just make it work.
Yep.
Yep. So as far as Christmas, that's one thing that I do is I do set aside money from income tax for that. And we just try to buy things on sale and we limit the gifts. Like I don't think I probably do go a little bit crazy, but I wouldn't say we go hog wild for Christmas. Maybe I do. Okay. All right. So the next question is, I would love if you did a Q&A with each child. And that is a really good idea. I don't think I will ever do that though. Some of our older kids don't really want to be on camera. So, and we respect that. Like this is kind of my thing. So I'm not going to make them do something like that. So, okay. So, the next question is, what seasons in life of ages of children were the most difficult to navigate? All of them. I think each stage has its own set of challenges.
I think it's each kid
Yes.
has different challenges, different stages. So some kids were easier as a baby, some were harder as a baby.
Yeah.
And then toddlers, some were easier, some were crazy, getting hurt all the
Yes.
time, jumping off
Yes.
furniture.
Drew. You could say the child's name. Yeah, that's true. Each child's different for each stage too. So I wouldn't say necessarily a stage. I don't know. I think each one has its own set of challenges. It's just different. Okay. How do you both have so much energy, beautiful smiles, and positive attitudes with such a large family? Well, thank you. I don't think that we always do.
sweet tea. Is all I can
Yeah.
say.
His fights is sweet tea and mine is coffee and chocolate. And honestly, I do think I try to smile through whenever I'm frustrated. Like, it's kind of like my defense mechanism, is just to get through it. Like, and trust me, we both are not perfect and we don't always have the best attitude. We do our best because we know that the kids are watching us, but you know, we try our best. That's all that I could say.
Yep.
Yeah. One day at a time. Sometimes one tantrum at a time. All right. Are you still looking at moving at some point, or are you settled in your current home? That's another top question that we get asked.
Still looking.
Yep, still looking. Pray for us to find we are still looking, but our circumstances are kind of special. So just pray for us that God brings us the house that he has for us. That's kind of where we're at with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so this is really funny, and I kind of died laughing. Have you started wiping off your jelly knife before using the peanut butter? Ever since she watched that video, she has been extra careful to not put jelly in the peanut butter. Okay. I seriously died laughing. So I had shared that in a vlog that I tend to make the peanut butter extra messy, I guess. And it drives him nuts.
I don't do it that often. I don't use peanut butter or jelly that often, but...
What are you talking about? You eat peanut butter all the time.
I don't.
On your banana.
Oh, on banana.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something.
So he goes to get peanut butter and there'll be crust in it apparently. I've never seen the crust. I don't know.
It becomes like a gummy bear in there. And it's...
Oh, yeah. I just avoid it. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I feel like I have to defend myself a little bit. I know. So
I think most people were siding with me.
yes, so I kept telling him, I was like, that really was a hot topic, and most of y'all were Team Nathan, okay? I have a little bone to pick with y'all. You always have to side with me, okay? No, but for real, I don't necessarily make the mess in the peanut butter jar, because I was really thinking this through after getting all those comments. I was like, so I was thinking about how I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, okay? Like, it was a serious thing. I make the mess in the jelly jar. That's what I do. So this isn't any better.
Just as bad.
Yes. So I think about that because I always put the peanut butter on first and then I get the jelly because I wipe off most of the peanut butter on the bread that I can get off. But honestly, I mean, there's going to be some extra peanut butter.
But I doubt it's because you're making them all at once. So most likely you're making a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
And then another kid walks in and wants
Right.
one, and now you've already done it in both. Yeah. Rather, if all of them came ahead of time, yeah, we all want a peanut butter and jelly, and you do all the peanut butters, and then you do all the jellies.
Yeah.
But they always do it in between.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. Okay,
yeah,
I'm just
we're a
making
hot
one.
mess.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah. So, no, nothing has changed in the peanut butter and jelly department. So I have honestly bought him his own jar of peanut butter.
You have?
Yes. And then you would put it up on the top shelf.
The kids got to it.
Not like all the time. Okay, we need to move on from the peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so the next question is, will you do what I got my kids for Christmas and Vlogmas? Nathan's like, what is Vlogmas? Okay, so I kind of answered in a previous video. I'm not completely committing to Vlogmas. I'm going to do what I can. I've been doing 4 to 5 videos a week anyways. Vlogmas is a video every single day in December. And last year I did 5 videos a week for Vlogmas. And nothing's really going to change. I'm just not going to put that pressure on myself just because we have a lot going on right now. It's kind of insane and I just can't commit. I want to. I had fun last year. Nothing's really going to change here. That's all that I can do. As far as what will you do, or the what I got my kids for Christmas video, yes, I do plan on doing that whenever we finally finish shopping. So, Grandma, come babysit.
Are we halfway even done getting gifts?
No. Why don't you go shopping? You handle it all this year. No, we actually like to shop together.
Yeah.
So that's usually what we do is 1 to 2 dates roughly. And my mom's going to come over on Thursday. Did I tell you that already?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So that's the plan. Hopefully it comes through. Okay. So How do you stay focused on the Lord? It seems like you handle everything with so much grace, and she tends to get busy managing daily life. Yeah, I do too. Like, I mean, I think it's a struggle for most people. Like, it's easy to get busy in life. And you can tell too, like whenever I guess you're feeling extra anxious or stressed, all the things. But whenever we do put God first, that's not everything does fall into place, but we are equipped for anything that should happen is what it is. And we're not always perfect with it, like especially right now. Like life has been
busy.
Yes, a lot. Okay, so you'll like this question. What nationality is your husband? She says that he looks just like her uncle, who is a Hawaiian native. So are you from Hawaii?
Not to my knowledge. I'm just a white guy.
Yep.
I work outside, get tan in the face, my arms, farmer's tans, but that's about it.
Yep. So we actually been wanting to do the 23andMe because he has been asked that a lot. If he was Puerto Rican, Hawaiian is a new one. He hasn't been asked that before.
Nope.
Not that I know of anyways.
I wish I was. I could juggle fire and stuff.
That would be fun. So we plan on doing the 23andMe specifically for him. He doesn't really know his family background. So as far as we know.
We may do a video of it.
Yeah. That'd be fun. We got to do that. Okay, so the next question is, do the older kids ever watch the younger kids if you have errands, and how do you manage all the appointments?
You do a lot of the
Yeah, I was going to say, I do all that. Or I tell Nathan, hey, I need your help, take this kid here, is honestly where we've gotten to with your new work schedule too. Up until that point, he always worked and didn't get home till super late. So just recently has he been able to help with some appointments. But for the most part, I've just always, obviously I stay at home with the kids, like that's what I do.
Some of the kids help, and either at nap time or some of them are down, and then you'll take the others, so the older ones are just there. Yeah.
So that's how I'll do it often.
Watching TV, reading, drawing, and doing stuff while the others are sleeping.
Yeah, which is a huge help. Like, honestly, it's been a game changer having older kids that can stay home. But I do try to plan the appointments during nap time. And so that the little ones are asleep, and then I take whoever's not asleep with me, and I might leave like one or two of the other kids just so it's not so much here at the house. So obviously whoever has the appointment, and then I'll take like 2, sometimes 3. So that's usually how all that works. And managing the appointments, I forget them a lot. I'm like, do y'all give text notifications? And they text me the day before, and I'm like, okay, I'll be there. So yeah, that's how I handle it. I really need to be better about planning, but I'm not. It's just who I am, apparently. Okay, so the next question is, what are y'all's must-haves for the home that you're shopping for? What are your must-haves?
4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Preferably more than 2 bathrooms, but
yeah. But those are kind of hard to find.
2.5. Better. It's more for the toilets. Yeah. Every time we get home from someplace, I gotta use a bathroom, and then there's a line.
Yes, we have a line. Like anytime that we go somewhere.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot and find a little ticket thing where they get tickets.
So we only have 2 bathrooms, in case you didn't guess. So honestly, we really just need an extra toilet. The showers isn't so much of an issue. It's the toilet. I mean, an extra shower would be nice, but I would like it if the girls could have like their own bathroom in their room. And
we prefer to have land. Yeah. Some land. It doesn't have to be crazy, but we want more than 1 acre.
Yeah. I'm gonna say we would like 10 acres, but it's getting
more than 1 is doable, I guess. Yeah. Just enough for the kids to run around, play, ride bikes, throw balls, and get dirty. Yeah. They do that a lot. So preferably 4 bedrooms. I would like it if it had like a garage that we can convert into an extra bedroom. And 2, hopefully 3 baths and land. That's really it. We're not that picky. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Okay. So the next question is, do you have a busy Christmas, family visiting, so much to cook for? Yeah, I would say it's pretty busy. You don't think so? No, I don't.
Where have you been?
We have your mom over. That's it, really?
Yeah. So I think it's busy. Just with our family.
I'm thinking people are talking about.
Do we have a lot of people come over?
Out of town
So Christmas Day.
We do our own thing in the mornings,
and then my mom and brothers and sister come over later on in the day. But
that's about it. Unless we get invited to something else, like a dessert thing or something. But
I think of Christmas as like the whole month of December, though, too. Like it's just busy.
I'm thinking more of like Christmas people that have a lot of people that come from out of town and stay for 4 or 5 days or something. We don't have that.
Yeah. Okay, so she had asked, the next question was asking if I could do a home tour, and I told her I do actually have a playlist on my channel that I have shared, rooms in our house. So go check that out if y'all are curious. I did this about last year. I should do an updated room tour of the kids because things have changed, but it's on the list. Okay. What was your dream as a kid is the next question. What was your dream?
As like a little kid, wasn't a garbage man?
Yep, he wanted to be a garbage man. And look, you're loading garbage out every single day when you get home from work. That's like he has to take the garbage out every day when he's home from work.
So theoretically, I've hit my dream.
Yes.
I'm dealing with garbage every day.
Oh. So, I had actually wanted to be a lawyer. I know, isn't that funny?
You're very argumentative.
I was back then too. Okay, so the next question is, what did you do for work before kids? And do you ever plan on returning when the kids are older, maybe change of roles where dad homeschools and I go to paid work, or we both work part-time? So I guess it's more directed towards me what I did before kids. So I did a couple different things. I did some substitute teaching. I worked in an accounting department for a couple different companies. But then I was 22 when we had Taylor, so I've been home since then. Yeah. So what about you staying home and homeschooling, and I go to work?
I don't know that I'm cut out for that.
Yeah, we won't ever do anything like that. I mean, you've honestly helped. I mean, you help with homeschool. It's just on a part-time basis. Yeah. Okay.
You do a fine job, and I can't handle that.
Well, thank you.
That's why you're a super mom.
Yeah, he's like, that's not my thing.
Not that I don't want to be home. It's
right.
Trying to juggle all of that and the madness that goes on and trying to get school done. I don't know how you do it.
That's why some days I call you like, I don't know what to do. Okay, so the next question is, do your kids all do their own laundry? Do we have a schedule for that? There's several questions, so we'll answer that one first.
The older ones
do
their own laundry, I think, because they don't trust anybody else to do it.
Yes. So we kind of do have a laundry system that works when it's used, okay? So the older 3 girls do their own, and they do that on Saturday. They're in charge of it. Like, I don't tell them to do it or anything like that. Jackson, Miley, and Logan, our next 3, do their own as well, and they have set days for that. I do have to remind them, hey, you need to do your laundry. Hey, you need to move it to the dryer. Hey, you need to get it out of the dryer, and hey, you need to fold it. You need to put your basket back. Okay, that's what we do around here. The other kids are, they have a day as well, and the laundry helper for the month helps me kind of navigate that, and that's me saying, hey, you need to put in Reagan's clothes. Hey, you need to help me with this. So that's kind of how we do it. That's what we do. And do we have regular date nights?
Not regular.
No.
Well, we would sometimes try, but we don't have like a set schedule.
Yeah.
Like every Monday of the first of the month and anything like that. We get busy and we just don't think about it, I guess. And then we say, hey, you know what, we need to do it. And we try to then plan it. So
yeah. And we're at that point right now. We haven't had a date since before the baby was born. And he's 2 months old.
I think it was quite a bit before.
I think it was like a month before he was born. Yeah, it was. So no, and
we'll have one next Thursday.
Yeah, we're going Christmas shopping. Yeah,
Christmas
it's more of a
shopping.
Get her done.
We had a date where we're just doing us.
Yeah,
Like, we'll go to dinner and then go to Walmart and pick up groceries and then come home. So, I mean, without the kids, yes. So it is kind of a date, but we haven't really done, it seems like for a long time since we've done
just a date. Yeah.
Date and go shopping for stuff for you, antiquing, just a day for...
and when we do those, like, we tell each other, this is just a date. Like, yes, we need milk, but we will do that later. Like, we have to do just us. So we need to do that.
Yep.
It's been a while. So no, we don't have set schedules. I mean, maybe one day we will.
Maybe.
That appointment book's filling up fast, all this stuff. Okay, so the next question was, what do you like to do on a date?
What do I like to do on a date?
Yeah.
What do you like to do on a date?
What do you like to do on a date?
I just like being with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't ever care. He lets me choose.
Let's go out to eat and then whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Antiquing, walk the beach, shop.
That's typically what we do.
I'm with you.
Yeah. You're sweet. Okay, she wants to know how many cups of coffee I drink in a day.
Am I supposed to guess?
You actually, I guess, would be surprised by this answer. I don't drink that much.
2.5, because you don't finish with the last one.
Okay, so on a typical day, I usually have one.
Two.
So I usually, at the most, have 2. Very rarely do I have 3.
So it's more 1.5.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you say, oh, I didn't finish my coffee.
So, and it's honestly, like, I like it, but I get to a point where I'm like, I can tell that my body needs water, and that's what I really need, and not...
Well, as long as we don't say how many cups of tea I drink a day.
Yeah, how many cups of tea do you drink a day?
More than 2.
Really?
On average, probably. Well, I'm thinking if I go to lunch somewhere,
they fill
I
it
drink
up.
once, and then they fill it up a second time, so at least 2, and then if I come home and have some at dinner, then it's more than 2.
Yeah. Right, so moving on about the dates, someone had asked how we find time for a date night.
We squeeze something somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, when we have done it, it's been last minute. I've called my mom, hey, can you come over? And she's like, yes. And so I text Nathan, hey, we're having a date tonight. That's kind of how we've done it the last few times.
If we don't do it that way, sometimes we do like just a lunch date during naps.
Yeah.
Where we don't need your mom. The older kids watch
the
other ones, and we just do lunch and come back.
Yeah. So that's what we've done sometimes, but we haven't done that in a while either, since well before the baby was born. So.
And those are like little miniature dates, I guess.
Like an hour. Like there and eat and back.
Yep.
Okay, so the next question is, what does your husband do for a living?
I work for a communications company.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the names.
Yep. So he works in telecommunications. Yep. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
All right.
Internet, phone, TV.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Okay, so the next question is, how old are you guys? How old do you think I am?
Yeah, how old do we look? I'm feeling everybody's going to say older than what I am.
So how old are you?
40.
Yep.
On the dot.
And I'm 37. I actually thought I was 38. Wiley was asking me recently, we were driving somewhere and she was like, Mom, you're 38, right? And I was like, yeah. We were going about driving. I was like, wait, no, I'm not. So I literally like did the math of what year it was minus the year that I was born.
You did the math or you did the fingers?
So I realized I'm 37. I'm not 38. So coming up in the following year, we will be 38 and 41.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Okay, so the next question is, what religion are y'all?
Christian.
Yep. Non-denominational Christian. Yep. I think most people assume that we're Catholic or Mormon. We get asked that a lot.
A lot.
Yes. Okay, so here's a question. Do you plan on having any more kids? So we answered that at the beginning. We don't know.
Not sure.
And then how long have you and Nathan been together and how many years married?
I know this. You sometimes.
I know. Sometimes I forget. It's not that. It's just, I've got a lot of numbers up here that I have to remember. Okay. So we have been together for 20 years, almost 21 years.
Ding, ding, ding.
In January, it will be 21 years. January 28th. And then married is 18 years. Yep. And in May, it'll be 19 years. Gosh, that's a long time.
We're going to have to plan something big for our 20.
Yeah.
Big as in go out to dinner and come back.
I know. So poor thing. Like, we were trying to do like a weekend getaway last year. And
it was this year, early this year we were going to
Well, you tried last year too. Yeah. And COVID happened. So we didn't end up doing it.
Thanks a lot, COVID.
And then this year you tried as well. And it just, when you have this many kids, it's hard to leave them.
We had something that happened that we were going to, that your mom couldn't do it or
Yeah,
something.
she couldn't take time off from work. Plus
we had something semi-planned.
Yeah.
And
so one day we will. So the next question is, what? You held your breath. What is your...
You wouldn't find out until you watched it. 'Cause I did it and you didn't see me.
I still didn't see you. I just know what you're doing.
And you were looking down. I was like, all right, well, I stopped. And I was like, oh, she's not even going to know that I did that.
Yeah.
She's going to see it in the video.
I know you. I got this. I know you. Okay, so the next question is, what is your food budget? So, roughly we spend about $1,000 a month on food. It's a lot of money. And whenever like money's tighter, we just buy less treats and all,
you know. Sam's
yeah.
and stuff to buy in bulk.
Yeah.
So we get more stuff. And,
yeah. So the next question is actually from my friend Tiffany at Our Small Town Life. She has a YouTube channel, so go check her out. Is what is your current chore system for your kids in your home?
A magnetic board. That they all fight over every time
Yeah, so he's been doing the chore rotations recently, and the kids do not like it, him doing it.
Because you're more freelance with it, and everybody fusses about it. And I said, well, it's easy. We just shift it each month. You get it, then it shifts to the next one. They're like, well, I don't like doing it. Oh, yeah, chores. Nobody likes doing them.
Yeah.
She's like, well, Taylor likes dishes. I'm just going to keep her at dishes for like 6 months.
She's a good dishwasher.
I understand, but nobody else is learning the skills of dishes.
I know, but I need a good dishwasher in my life.
They're all going to eat out for their entire life, so they don't have to do dishes.
Yeah. So our current system is under discussion. No. So it really is under discussion. I feel like we're at a place where we need to do something a little bit different. But I just don't know what that is yet. And we just went through this. We just switched the chores, and it was a whole evening debacle.
We just do it my way, and then they're all
set it up.
Understand it.
All right, set it up.
And then the next month they just shift over.
So that's one thing. Is
now they know what their next chore is going to be for the next month. Not, oh, well, let's move this around. Dad's moving stuff around.
Yeah.
We never know. They know, all right.
Set it up.
It's set up. All I got to do is move the names over.
Okay. It really is a good idea, and that is the way that we should do it. But you need to be the one enforcing it, because I'm too nice. So Taylor, it's kind of created a problem.
I'll
Taylor
shift them, and then I go to work, and you have to deal with
Exactly, that's what it is. Taylor has voiced that she would prefer to just do dishes here on out, and I'm kind of okay with that. Like, she does an amazing job. I don't have to worry about the dishes at all. So, but then that means other kids are like, well, I just want a sweet. Yeah. Anyways, okay, you're right. I know. Okay, so anyways, but I do have a video on how we do chores. So I'll put that in the description box below. It's roughly how we do it. Kids have chores for a month around here, and then we rotate them every month. And every month we have the same discussion. And we just had this because it's the beginning of the month. So yeah. Anyways, but seriously, it does work, I think, having it monthly versus weekly for us. Okay. All right, so then
we'd have to do it 4 times a month. Keep changing on the arguments.
Yeah. Oh, I can't go through this once a month, let alone once a week.
But if we stick to that plan,
it would work.
Then we could do it weekly. And keep
but we need to pair the chores up good.
They are paired up good.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have to finish talking about this later. We need to move off the subject. Okay. So we got a lot more questions here. All right. So, this wasn't really asked in a question form, so I'll just kind of say what she was asking. is prayer. Do we pray the same prayer every day? Do we petition, meditation, fasting? Do we do any of those things? I don't really have a specific prayer every day. I just pray as I'm feeling and talk to God.
I have a set prayer I do with
with the kids. Yeah, we do. We have a set prayer with the kids. But we just kind of pray. I pray kind of throughout the day, like as I'm thinking about things and stuff like that. Okay, so the next question is, do you get cabin fever doing everything from home, and how do you deal with it? No, I don't, because surprisingly, I mean, we do a lot from home, but we also do a lot outside of the house too. So
because you want to get out, so it's kind of cabin fever,
I guess. I'm a busybody.
So you're like, let's go to the park.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of in cabin fever, but you don't really treat that as getting out.
I guess. We went to the park yesterday.
See?
Yep. Addie's at the window with Kinley. Hi. I guess she woke up from her nap. Yeah, that was a good idea, Addie. Now she's crying. This might be over. The kids are waking up. Okay, so Miss Alma asked, and Miss Alma always leaves me encouraging.
I was wondering why you were saying her name.
Yeah, I try not to say the names because sometimes you mispronounce them. But she always leaves me sweet words and comments on every single video. So I just have to say hi. All right, so she asked what our favorite thing to do without the kids. And what did you see, what do we see the kids being when they're grown up? And what's your favorite holiday? And what's your dream vacation?
That's a lot of questions there.
I know.
A lot of thinking questions.
Yeah. So what's our favorite thing to do together?
Do we have a favorite thing?
No, not really.
It's just being together.
Yep. All right. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I have no clue. I like series of movies.
Yeah.
Like Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah, he
Fast
watches.
and the Furious
Yeah.
movies.
So you don't have one set favorite? I don't either, really.
I mean, I like a lot of movies. I just don't know. If you held a gun to my head, what's your favorite one? I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, what do you see the kids being when they grow up? Just name one or two. What do you think?
You can talk too.
Okay.
I don't know. Logan's.
I was just gonna start with Logan.
Gonna be a mechanic.
Yeah, Logan's gonna be a mechanic or an engineer, hands down. If he's not by career,
working with his hands.
Yeah, he will be doing something on the side, like just for his enjoyment, because that's what he likes to do.
Probably outside.
Yeah, yeah. I can't keep that kid nailed to a chair for nothing.
And he's always sniffing dirt, putting it on his face, something.
Well, it's that his
hands. For 5 seconds,
yeah.
and I'll come back and he's got dirt all on his face. And I'm like, what?
What did
you
you
face
do?
bomb? And I don't know. I was just playing.
Yeah, he's our I can't think of our pig pen is what I call him from Charlie Brown, because he just gets.
And Drew is now following him.
Yes.
Same stuff.
Yeah. So Jackson, I feel like I don't know. Like he's kind of methodical in his thinking and doing. Addison wants to be a nurse. Taylor is interested in photography. Peyton, at one time, I would have said hands down would have been working with horses, but she's not so sure now.
Didn't one of them say they wanted to be a vet? Was that Addie?
Peyton, I think. Yeah. Addie now wants to be a nurse or a doctor, which I'm like, go for it, girlfriend. We'll help you the best way that we can.
A lot more schooling.
Yeah, I know. So, what's your dream vacation?
Going to Europe.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Europe. London, Italy, Spain.
Yeah.
Visit all of them, I guess.
Yeah, I would say the same.
We visited France, but it would be cool to go back with the kids.
Yeah,
too.
that would be amazing. What is your... so mine's the same as Europe. I would specifically say Italy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go to France again.
More so because you want true
Pasta.
fettuccine
Yes.
Alfredo.
Yes. So what is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Yep, Christmas for me too. Okay, so where did you meet, and did you always want a big family?
We met at a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Not like by accident.
Yeah.
It was your cousin brought you to an event that we were all, I don't know, an event. It was just friends getting together.
Yeah. So I was hanging out with my cousin. She graduated with Nathan, and I was hanging out with her, and Nathan called her and invited her to go bowling with a group of friends. And we went, and you started calling me and inviting me to church and Bible study.
Bible study, yeah.
And I really needed it, and I went. And kind of the rest was history.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We just kind of connected and didn't let go.
We've always wanted a big family, the second part of that question.
Yep.
We've always wanted, more than 4?
Yeah.
But didn't have a specific number. So
Yeah.
it could have been 5 and that's all of it, then that would have been fine. But we didn't want just 1 kid or 2 kids. We've always wanted more. Maybe it was more than 3. Was it more than 4?
I think we said 7 at one time.
Well, I thought early on we wanted more than 3. Maybe it was more than 3.
Yeah, we knew that we wanted to have a big family. Like when we were sitting down and knew that we wanted to get married.
We never had a set number. Yeah. It's just however many God gives us, and if He only gave us 3, then He only gave us 3.
Yeah. So this was on purpose, y'all.
God had.
Yes, God had big plans. Yes, God had big plans for us. So yeah, we wanted to have a big family. We knew that I would stay home with them, and I think we pretty much knew that we would homeschool too. We kind of tossed and turned that one around a little, but we knew that that's what we wanted for our family. So yep, we did always want to have a big family. Okay, so how do you and your husband deal with mean or rude comments about your family size coming from family or strangers?
So it's not talking about online.
Yeah. I was going to say, online honestly, people. We get more online than what we do.
I let it bounce off of me. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's my life, not theirs. They can judge all they want.
Yeah. And I would say it probably bothers me.
That's their opinion.
Yeah.
They like grape soda. I like regular soda. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah. I would say it probably bothers me a little bit more, but I've learned by talking with him. He's like, who cares? Like, they're not changing the diapers. They're not buying the milk, the diapers. Like, just, we're taking care of our kids. So why, I don't understand that. Why people have such a negative thing to say about a large family. I really don't.
I think because they have their own perception of what a large family is like in their own head, and they think it's horrible. Or kids are constantly screaming, not 24/7, and like, how are you able to even do that? And it's not always like that. It's based on each person's personality. Maybe that personality for them, they shouldn't have more than 2 kids because they wouldn't be able to handle the lows.
Yeah.
We handle the lows and the highs because we know there's going to be highs of laughing and good times and making funny memories, that it overshadows the lows, where I think a lot of people fixate on only the bad stuff that happens, when if they think about the good funny moments, that to me it outweighs all the...
It's all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That's very good. You see why we have 11 kids? So no, that's honestly, I mean, who cares what other people say? We take care of our kids. But I do find it funny because I feel like we should go around judging people and telling them that they should have more kids. Y'all are missing out. No. To me, to each his own. But, you know, apparently there's a stigma with large families.
Well, we should just bottle my sweet tea and send it to people that want more kids, and maybe it'll work.
Yep. Okay, so one of the next questions was best Bible curriculum for homeschooled 5 to 6-year-old. So I would just honestly just read them Bible stories and just talk to them and pray with them. Like, I wouldn't necessarily focus on like a set curriculum. That's kind of what we do. Like, I've done just different, like, kind of like devotional studies with the kids over the years. So that's what I would do, is just focus on the Bible stories. You could, you know, do the crafts along with them, but 5 to 6 is a little young as far as like a set Bible curriculum. Okay, so the next question is, with your family growing and lots of home responsibilities, would you ever consider sending some of your older kids to school, public school or private? So we've tossed and turned it around because it is overwhelming sometimes. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure that they will all stay home. Our older girls want to stay home. Like if I were to send, I don't know, we've talked about it because I do want to make sure that their education is obviously being covered and that they're getting everything that they need. But so far we've just tried to restructure things at home in order for me to meet the needs of the kids that need me right then. So like our older kids, while they do still need me, they have a lot that they do independently. So I'm not sitting down with them for our full length school day. And the kids that need extra help outside of what I can do, we have hired tutors and stuff like that to make sure that we are covering all their bases. So, I mean, it's never like out of the realm of possibilities, I would say. Like we want to do what's best for our kids. Okay, so then the next question is that she can see how faithful we are and all the church activities that we do and with the kids and that the teenagers are involved. But as they are growing and will eventually work and go to college, do you guys have concern if your children will follow this path along with Jesus?
I never really thought about it.
You haven't thought about it? I mean, I would say I think about it, and I would say I worry about it. I just pray for them, and we'll be there for them throughout life, whatever comes their way, and point them back to the scripture. Yeah, I mean, it's eventually they do fly the nest, and but I think the groundwork right now is what's important. That's our job, is what we're doing now, and then continue to pray for them and be there for them.
Yep.
Okay, so someone asked, how is baby Camden doing, and do we do Elf on the Shelf?
Yes, we do Elf on the Shelf.
He does it now. I don't really do it anymore.
Whoever invented that needs to be slapped upside the head.
Yes.
I woke up at 7 this morning and realized I didn't change
Really?
it. Harper came out. Where's the elf? Has he moved? And I told her to go get dressed. And as she left, I jumped up and ran and moved him somewhere because I forget all the time. I think last year or the year before, we must have went like 3 or 4 days and the elf never moved. And the kid, why didn't he move? And I'm like, I must have touched him, I guess.
Somebody touched him. Oh, yeah.
And all these parents that doing all these elaborate things.
We did that like 1 year.
The first year, it was nice and cool. After that, it becomes a chore.
Yeah. He
Toilet
might
paper
do
dangling,
he might do 1 or 2 things in the month of December outside of just moving from place to place. Sometimes he dyes the milk green, and sometimes he toilet paper something, because those are 2 easy things.
Too easy. Or I do string dangling from the living room area. Yeah.
So we do it. He does it now for the most part. Well, right now I'm with the baby at night, so. So to answer the question about Camden, he's about the same. We go to the doctor next week. Like, he really has a few good days and then a few not so good days. So I don't know. So we're just kind of just doing what we can right now. So the next question is, what are your best tips for morning sickness and how to keep up with the cooking for a large family when pregnant? How do you make sure that you stay involved with your independent workers during an average busy homeschool day? So don't cook when you're pregnant and send your husband out for takeout. That's my answer.
I was going to say something along those lines.
I'm texting him, babe, I didn't cook. Get food.
Pick up something.
And he'll want like specific, well, what? So I can just tell him and he can just do it. And sometimes I'm like, just figure it out. Just figure it out. I can't. So that part is honestly the absolute hardest. And that's where I would say having older kids is making life easier, as they can help in that area. Whenever I wasn't feeling good, or even now, like with Camden, if it's just been a really hard day with him, they can step in and help cook in certain areas now. So that was...
We've sometimes done frozen things.
Yeah.
Where you can freeze them.
That frozen lasagna.
Frozen lasagna, but then you've cooked something and then froze it. And
yeah.
then it's easier just to... Or a crock pot meal where
yeah.
you're not rushed to, oh, it's 4 o'clock when you start dinner. You can just throw it in the crock pot in the morning before you're doing stuff, and it just cooks all day. And
never underestimate the power of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Just don't mess up the peanut butter or the jelly jar. So it's just the survival season. You just got to do the best with what you can. And just know that it's only for a season. It's a hard season, but
I'm wondering if they're asking because if they're sick from whatever they're cooking, everything they cook makes them feel sick.
That's true. Morning sickness is not easy.
Then it's send out for takeout, but like, oh, you want to pick up pizza? Oh, pizza. Oh,
yeah.
No.
Just give me some toast. Yeah.
Can you get pickles and mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Like...
yeah. So dealing with morning sickness is hard, but those wristbands, those C-bands is what they're called. It's next to where they sell, it's not Dramamine. What is it called for the motion sickness medicine? Is that Dramamine? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's Dramamine. It's sold next to that at Walmart. Actually, you can probably get it on Amazon now. Those help making sure that you do have something in your stomach and rest as much as possible. Like, it's just getting through it. Did we answer all those questions? Mm-hmm. Yep, we did. Okay, she's wanting to know what to use for social studies or history for homeschooling, and how to start. Honestly, like, you would have to go look through some of the homeschool videos. There's so many ideas here on YouTube. We use My Father's World, and I really like that. But you have to, like, just research and find what's going to work for your family. Okay, so the next question is, do y'all have anyone besides your mom to help out with the kids when you need it? Nope, not really.
Occasionally, but not on a regular basis. Yeah. Like Lorraine has came over and helped when we had to do something. I wasn't home from work and you had to take someone to the hospital. True. So, and your mom was working, so yeah. Occasionally, yes, but not on a, hey, your mom's not, hey, let's call this person because they're always available. She helps out when we need it.
Yeah, like in an emergency situation, like we would have other people to call. But even like
Wendy and
in
an emergency type thing. Yeah. But it's not something that we would say, hey, come over.
I was thinking more as like a babysitter.
Yeah.
But somebody's crying. Okay, sorry. Reagan's okay. She stepped on a thorn. Our kids don't wear shoes outside. Okay, so we do have other people that we can call for help in more like an emergency situation. I'm sure if we called and said, hey, can you watch the kids to babysit? We could, but we just don't because...
It's not like we have just 2 kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a lot, and we just, I don't know. We don't like to ask. Okay, so... Stocking Up was asking, how do you decide what homeschool programs to get? So honestly, it is very hard. And a lot of it's through trial and error, like trying something up, this isn't good. But looking at all the samples that they have online, asking friends what they use, and if they have it, asking if you can see it. And actually YouTube has a lot of videos on a lot of different inside look of different curriculums. So check that out. And then I just kind of look at it and what would be best for each kid, because each kid is even different. So if something's not working for, let's say, Jackson, I'll start to research, what can I do to help him in language arts or with math or whatever. It's hard, and it's not just a one-size-fits-all or an easy thing, but read a lot and research a lot. All right, so the next question is, did we answer all those? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right, so the next question is, how do you handle when sickness hits the kids? It's hard. Mm-hmm. I mean,
we haven't really had anything lately, knock on wood.
Yeah, I know. Like, we haven't, thankfully we don't get sick that often overall. Whenever it does, I remember one time all the kids had the tummy bug, and both of us had a kid on each side of us sleeping throughout the night with a bucket in each hand, and kids just puking all night. Do you remember that?
Vaguely. Yeah. Being in the living room with kids.
Yeah. So, it's hard, but it's also, just a few days, or for us, if something takes us down, it'll be a month or two if it goes through all of us. But again, it's just one of those low points that he was saying that you have to get through. But she also asked, do we do anything to keep from getting sick or recovering quickly? We don't. I mean, we take vitamins when I'm pretty good about taking extra supplements, and I'll go through periods with the kids of giving them extra things like elderberry and vitamin C and probiotics and all that. I need to actually get all of that again. So thanks for the reminder. So just making sure that they're eating healthy. Like, I mean, there's nothing really that you can do. Sickness happens.
And live on fruit. So
yeah, I was going to say.
No, that's the reason why, but.
Yeah. I think they're just like me. I don't get sick very often. You don't really either. I mean, you get sick more often than me, but not as bad. I think just overall health. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself so that your immune system is good and healthy. So the next thing she asks is, how do you get your newborn babies to sleep? I hold them till they fall asleep. I actually co-sleep. So I'm not a very good sleep trainer. I don't have that part figured out. I hold them until they're too big to hold to get them to sleep. So then the next question is, how do you encourage or guide your kids in their relationship with God? That's a really deep question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talked about doing some more Bible studies and stuff as a family.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is lead by example. And any issue that arises, pray for them and point them back to Christ.
Encourage them also to keep going youth group and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, a lot of prayer. Okay, so the next question is, how do you make it work? Y'all seem so happy together for so long with a lot of life stress. Kids, and more kids, and one income. What's the secret or special power y'all have?
It's the sweet tea.
We have superpowers. It's coffee and sweet tea. No, just each day. I think putting God first, and then putting each other's needs first, and then, I mean, that's all that we can do. Like,
just take it one day at a time.
Yep. You ready to be done? We got just a few more, y'all. Okay, so the next question is, do we do standard childhood vaccines? If not, is it due to religious or moral reasons? So we do delayed vaccines, and it's due to both religious and moral. So we follow kind of our own delayed schedule with that we have talked with our doctor about. So the next question is, I would like to know the best qualities each of you see in each other. You better be nice.
The best qualities. You laugh a lot.
Is that a good quality?
Yeah.
Some people don't think it is.
It's fine. Just being a good mother.
Yeah.
Dealing with everything you do every day.
So, and I would say the same. You are an amazing dad. And that's one thing that I always liked about you, is that you were really good with kids. Like before we were married, like you always were playing with Gabby, and like we had some friends that had kids, and he was always the one helping lift the stroller, the car seat. Like you just would always seek out and help. I would say that too. You're very helpful. You think about others. Like you always try to include others. You're a good husband.
Try.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question is, do you guys cut the kids' hair yourself or take them to a salon? My mom's a hairdresser. She does it. It does Nathan's hair, does my hair. Saves us a ton of money, and we're super thankful. Okay, so the next question is, have you always been a Christian, and please share your testimony?
I've been a Christian most of my life, so.
Yeah.
Since I was little kid.
Yeah.
Got saved, been in church all my life.
Yeah, he was born and raised in church. I was Christian. Yeah.
And I had to rope you into it.
Yep, and I was not. And honestly, so we went to church some growing up in my family, and mostly it was because I was asking my mom to take me. And then we didn't go for a long period of time, and I was gonna say I was 14. I was kind of going to a youth group with some friends at one point, but then whenever I met Nathan, he started inviting me going back to church, and that's whenever I rededicated my life, and Spirit where she's been. Yep. All right, so is this the last question? Mm-hmm. Yep, last question. All right, are y'all still looking to buy property? Where does Nathan work? What animals would you like to have when you buy property? And tell us a little bit about Nathan's family. What's your favorite food? We answered the dream vacation. Okay, so first, are we still looking to buy property? Yes, we kind of answered that already. We already said where Nathan works. What animals would you like to have?
Do we have to have animals?
Yeah, we don't really.
11 animals.
Yeah, we have 11 animals. We don't really want animals. We might get chickens, and we might get goats, and a dog.
We may get a dog.
Yeah.
We have a fenced yard.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know. Not super big into the animals. Goats would help, you know, like maintain property, and their manure is good for gardening. And same with chickens. We got a package. Oh, thank you.
From the mailman.
Oh, thank you.
We got mail too.
Oh, thank you.
Is it Christmas present?
No.
What is it?
All right, this is garbage. You can throw that away.
What is it?
I don't
Something I
know.
ordered.
For work?
We got some visitors.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Say hi.
We got mail in a package.
From the mailman.
Yep, the mailman dropped it off.
I got the package.
Yeah, you did a good job.
And Logan said I have a Christmas present, but him joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, in your closet.
Yes.
Because all the Christmas presents.
Whoa.
And Drew. I lost my.
Yep, you did.
I'm gonna get a towel.
Hi. Oh, okay, go get a towel.
No.
All right, so Logan, if we get property, what animals do you want?
We got a property.
Yeah, come here. What animals do you want?
I want an ape.
You want an ape? What kind of property do you think we're getting? A jungle? Okay, so our time here is up, folks. Yep. But we really want property for the kids to roam around, garden. I don't know.
No, the garden's for you.
Yes, the garden is for me. So that's kind of our main purpose and plan and hopes and dreams for it. We might get chickens again. That would help with gardening, like the manure and all that fun stuff. So anyways, thanks so much for all of your questions and support. And obviously we have many kids here that need us right now. So that's going to be it. Thanks for sitting down and doing this.
See you in the next video. You forgot that word.
Yep, and we will see y'all in the next video. Say bye!
Bye, Megan.